Welcome, subscriber. Thank you very much for joining me here in today's reading. My name is Mira, and this is Age of Aquarius Oracle. Today, after what felt like a very, very long break from readings, I unexpectedly got some time to record. I'm not going to go into detail, but it's not, I just can't record anytime. I don't have the space. I don't have the setup. But I'm working on it, and I'm planning on record readings regularly, starting hopefully next week. As I said, I ordered some stuff, and I also hope it will look a little bit better. I know that the video quality is probably not great, and it's definitely not up to my standards, but well. Okay, so sorry for the long introduction. Let's get to reading. Originally, I wanted to do like some fun and positive reading, because I myself I'm still recovering from a very uncomfortable and big energy purge or healing, clearing, shedding. I don't know how you want to call it. And but apparently there might be other people. I hope you are part of my collective and soul tribe is going maybe through the same things. If not right now, then maybe in the future. But from what I felt and what I was told, that there are a lot of people going through similar clearing and shedding process. So I was being guided to share a little bit about it, even though this is very, very I don't want to say contra-intuitive, but I don't want to really share, but I know that it's very important, and I know that I have to overcome this fear. All right, so for me, I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about my personal stuff, of course, but just from how it can look like, and maybe because for some people it might be surprising, and it definitely was surprising for me for the first time when it happened for the first time. So approximately day after Christmas, I entered spontaneous fast, which I just couldn't eat. I didn't want to eat. It was followed by quite a lot of crying. There were a lot of emotions floating up to surface from nowhere. And I mean, what I mean by that, I just didn't sit in meditation, and I didn't, try to pull up some childhood trauma so I can process it or something like that. There wasn't really anything done from my side to initiate it. Let's put it like that. And like not nothing, totally nothing. Of course, I want to heal. I'm trying to heal. I know I have a lot of healing to do still. And I mean, that's one of the reasons why this channel exists. Not only one of the reasons is for me to overcome the fear of being seen and to utilize my psychic gifts for the highest good of all. During this fast or purge, as I say, it was quite uncomfortable. I think I lost a lot more weight that I should have, based on very light physical activity and my previous experiences, but I felt very, very weak. After 5 days, I literally forced myself to eat on 6th day, because on end of the 5th day, I tried to eat some blueberries and I couldn't. I literally spat them out. But the next day, I could, and I did, and it took me almost a week to get some strength again into my muscles and into my body. And as I said, I have some experiences with intermittent fasting and with fasting in general from previous years. This felt different. It was more brutal. I'm going to be honest. I thought in some moments that I'm dying. But I don't know. I didn't. I didn't. And I did have some other symptoms that are usually consistent with fasting, like you can't sleep. It's normal during ketosis and fasting that you have more energy. So maybe lay off the coffee if you have that kind of problems, because I had to as well. But still, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. And I wasn't comfortable. So it was very difficult. But nothing lasts forever. And I think that even though I don't remember a lot of my childhood trauma, I'd like to believe that I have cleared a lot of that trauma during that week. And I hope that from now on it will be just better and better when it comes to healing. And that any physical symptoms will subside completely. And I have to say, I feel almost normal, better actually than normal, which unfortunately also makes me suspicious, because if I'm not in terrible emotional or physical pain, or in mental anguish, then certainly something's wrong. Anyway, I think that's enough of sharing. 10 minutes into the reading, I should have said it in the beginning, to put up a timestamp to skip the rant in case you don't want to listen to it. Or maybe you don't want to listen to it second time if you watching the reading for the second time after some time and so on. Okay. So when I was preparing cards for Wanna Be Happy reading that I wanted to do to cheer myself up, I went through the decks and I found a deck that I haven't used yet. I don't have it long, but I first wanted to study it a little bit. And it's a deck about sacred geometry, which was always something that was interesting for me, even in the time when I was strictly non-spiritual, very binary, ones and zeros. Sacred geometry, the geometry, it was still math. Math is beautiful, clear, bright. So that was always interesting for me. And then when I shuffled the deck, this card fell out. And it's the Phoenix. It's the take hold. Inevitable change. Which felt, very... It's also the Phoenix on the back of those cards. It felt very fitting to what I was going through, and that's when I got the download that you might not be only one. You might not be the only one. I mean, of course, I know I'm not, but hence the theme of the reading that I pulled. Inner Child Oracle. Which is by Amanda Lynn Ashling. Not sure I'm reading that correct. And 3 cards fell out, pulled, I don't remember anymore. Number 40, You Are Worried. Oopsie. You are worried all, my love. Yes, you are. Choose yourself today. Number 8, do not deny your importance. And number 12, emotions are reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. Okay, so based on these three cards from the inner child, you seem to be currently healing a wound around the self-worth. I mean, this is and about choosing yourself. This is such a common wound. I've seen it so many times in some of my colleagues, in men very often, that were conditioned from early childhood to serve, to be of service, to take care of the family, to not to want for themselves too much, to protect, provide, and not ask for anything, and to settle. there are in this kind of people, they don't even think these kind of people. And that came out wrong. You know, you have to understand that you deserve anything you want. Literally anything. Why would your partner and your children you know, worthy of anything and everything you are getting for them, but you do not give yourself the same luxury and the same treatment, the choice, this is just I don't know, this is just flowing now from somewhere. You don't even have yourself and other people in the same category for some reason. Who did this to you? Justice. Okay. So this is telling me that the karmic sorry, time of karmic balancing is then here. What are the messages? Strength. And moon. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Okay. Is that considered naked? I'm not sure. I mean, yes, but you can't see anything, but you know, just going to make sure we're good. I mean, there's hair and the leg, you know. All right. Choose yourself today. To do that, you definitely do need strength. And also, be ready that if we are trying to overcome any type of soul trauma or big fear that we have, that one last step when you actually are going to do it, when you are going to tell your, I don't know, I'm just going to come up with an example, okay? But when you're going to tell your spouse, for example, no, honey, I'm not going to take you to dinner tonight. I want to go, I don't know, I want to go by myself into the woods for 2 hours and then I'll come back, right? When you are going to do that for the first time, and there's always first time for everything, it's going to be incredibly painful. It will be incredibly difficult. You will have a feeling that it's literally impossible to say these words. And it sounds ridiculous to people who do not have that wound, I don't know. I mean, it can be different wound for different people, but simple words, as a sentence, a moment, when you have to really step up for yourself and choose yourself and communicate it into an unfriendly, possibly, face of someone you actually care about. I mean, there's nothing harder in the world. You're so vulnerable in that moment. And you know, the example that I'm using is trivial, of course. It can manifest itself as something probably way bigger. And I don't know, I'm not moving with you across the state because I'm choosing me, I want to stay. You know, quite often it will bubble up for bigger things, more important things, when you are guided from your higher self to step up, to choose yourself, to, you know, regrets are features of your life. Choose your regrets. What would you regret more? Being someone's puppet, or, you know, I don't wanna insult anyone. I'm sorry if my choice of word is unlucky. What I wanted to say: choose your regrets. What would you regret more? Staying small, or, you know, trying new things, choosing yourself. Follow your passion. And also, emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. So there is also guidance from Spirit to analyze certain emotions and triggers. Emotions carry a lot of information, but we don't usually extract the full information from the emotion. We enjoy positive emotion and we try to get rid of the negative emotion. But if anything is more important than is to understand the negative emotions and their origins. Yeah, origins. Or what are they protecting? What kind of information are they connected to? Okay. What else do you need to know? We have one card on the floor. Can't find it. Four of Wands, the trolley, Four of Wands. Okay. So Four of Wands speaks about celebration, home, stability, usually. And it was a troll. And I don't know why I selected this deck. I was guided to. Under the bridge with a fire. It's a very difficult situation. Oh, God. I think there might be some poops showing. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. And one more. Okay. 3 of Wands. So, with the 4 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, this is speaking about your home situation, your stability, your self-care as well. With the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the guidance to invest in yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles, it is the choose yourself, right? And the Three of Wands, in general is a card of planning, of preparation, and for me also gathering information, right? It's getting more information. What can we do? How can we use the things we have the best we can? Okay. Is there anything else, Spirit? Five of Wands. That's the conflict. Okay. But this is how I see it is to, yeah, right, the mushroom is defending itself. Is you are going to need to step up for yourself. And better be ready. I mean, you probably know it. You probably already know it. In once you step up for yourself, there will be people saying things like, "You've changed. You're not the nice person you used to be. What happened to you? Why are you so selfish?" And things like that. So be prepared that this will happen. I don't know, if you want, have some responses ready for those people, or what I wanted to say, responses like, you don't have to, you shouldn't explain why you are choosing yourself. What I wanted to say is, this is exactly what you can say. This is my choice. This is my decision. I have decided. This is how I want to do it. And that's all the reason you need. Okay? So I'm getting that this is everything that I should deliver today to you. I hope that this message brought you some help, clarity, healing. I hope you felt seen and heard. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.